welcome people of the World Wide Web. So it is another Friday and it is another kind of collection video, or is a collection video of a wave or a section of a series of figures that I have in my collection. So for this one, as you can see, this is Defenders of the Earth. So anybody who doesn't know, this is this was a TV series based in 1986. It ran for one series of 65 episodes. The company behind it had many heroes, three, which were kind of the Phantom, Flash Gordon, and Mandrake. And basically, they combined them with a few other characters like Lothar to fight Ming the Merciless, and they brought in their kids, and that was the whole premise behind this TV series. It didn't go that well. Obviously, Flash had popularity in the past, with obviously the movie in the 80s and stuff like this. But yeah, this series didn't go any further than that, but NECA have decided to obviously recently do two waves. They did 3 figures in the first wave and 3 figures in the next wave. So this is what you can for. So I'll show you. So I did the complete section. They've not made any future plans to make any further waves, so I assume that's where it is. They have reused the molds for Ming and Flash and Phantom for different styles in that. But I don't have any of them, so this is purely just Defenders of the Earth. So let's get into it. So first off on this Defenders of the Earth series, we have Flash Gordon. So here we have Flash. You can see he's very well sculpted. Obviously has the butterfly clips for his hair. He comes with a sword, which I've positioned, and a little shooter. He does have a little bit of paint scruffing on there, and you will notice on his feet, obviously they've done red underneath and then black for the boots, so as the paint chips off. So obviously this is the main character. It doesn't quite look exactly like the cartoon figure. It looks mostly like him, but not. Obviously it does come with a few other effects. So for the blaster, you can have a blast effect. So you can add it on like that. Or if you choose, you could add a smaller little blast effect, which I think is quite cool. He then also comes with 3 interchangeable hands. So let's get the camera there. So you kind of got a closed fist, so you can hold something else, a punching fist, and then another punching fist. As I say, a little close up. So as you can see, there's a little bit of a paint effect not done there, but for the most part, I say he is quite a cool looking character. He has a little bit of speck on his eyes, but obviously he has the ab crunch and all that stuff, and the joints and all that work quite well. With neck and leg can be a little bit hard, so I'm not going to play with him too much. Next up is Mandrake. So this is Mandrake the Magician. So obviously he was the magic side of things. Obviously comes complete, as you see there. Obviously the hat is transfixed onto his head, so you cannot change it, but obviously it does come with a little cane and does come with an adjustable cloth. So this is one thing that was really good with this series. They kind of had little like wires within the cloth itself, so you could make it look very bendy if you wished it to, like there. So I always thought that was quite a good feature that they had. Adding on to this, obviously most of the characters do come with the same sort. So he comes with a little blaster, and then obviously you do have this long attack effect. So obviously if you just poke the barrel in there, then obviously it looks like I'm shooting Mandrake. Boo, boo, boo. Then if you want to be a bit hardcore, you can then put the little one, and then yeah, you can look like you're shooting him there. Again, came with 3 hands, so obviously because he does magic, he has an open hand, then another closed fist, so obviously for his cane, open fist, sorry, or a closed fist there. Would have been nice to have some special effects, but that's it. So there is Mandrake, probably one of the most famous characters. If I can get this down. Again, you see the paint peels off of his feet. This is the Phantom. Obviously he has his little pew pew as well, all set up, and has the little belt buckle. So quite a nice looking figure. So funny enough, he comes with 2 different, so there's different effects that kind of sit on the end. I don't know if you can combine these to make one massive one. Maybe you can. not you would. So it's kind of a thin or a thicker one, even though he only came with one gun. Because he has that extra effect, obviously there's a little one for his gun as well. Obviously we do have the ring hand there. So if you wanted to rather have it on his left hand, okay, there we go. And obviously I was wrong. So this effect is, this hand is here. So you take it out and then it can look like his ring is kind of giving you a, even though, oh, he does, I never even realized he had skull rings on both his hands. So yeah, he can give a blast effect from his ring rather than his weapon, which is quite clever, quite a little niche thing they've added in. So that is the 4 main good guys. The only other character here we have is Zuffy. So Zuffy comes with the good guys. Is a little creature found by, I think, Mandrake's son. As you can see the size, let's put Zuffy on there. Very, very tiny. As you can see, go around. And it's not all the good guy characters because I missed one. But yeah, just to show you, look how small Zuffy is. So yes, this is Lothar. So unfortunately his rope isn't detachable there, but obviously nice little details and the little belt buckles and satchel pockets, and obviously he has a little holder for his gun. He has his gun, so like all the others, he has a blast effect to stick on his gun. So you have a big one, then you have the small effect there. Came with a little knife. Oh, there is the little knife. 2 hands. So he's got, and the last piece that came with Lothar, which I thought was really good at initial look, was this little grappling hook. Now it's supposed to have 3 little parts on it, which mine does, but they pop out like nobody's business. So as you can see, like here's one of the other tags that need to go in there, but they pop out and they never really stay in there, which is unfortunate. If you've seen the intro, obviously he has a grapple hook, so that's why they've added it in. But there we go. So finally, or one of the first of the bad guys, we have Ming the Merciless. Obviously he has a foldable cape as well, and his staff in his hand with his pointing claw in hand. He, like all the others, comes with a little gun. Obviously, then they had the big blast effect, the little blast effect. Only ever one hand, so he kind of has a grabbing hand, and that is mainly for this weapon. So he has a sword, which is nicely detailed. Nice to see a bit of colour and deviation on weapons for characters. And as you can see, the wire runs down the bottom of this, but it doesn't on Mandrakes, so it is quite handy to have. So then we have Garak, the final character in this series. He comes with quite a lot of additional extras. So he has a different weapon to everyone else. And obviously has his main blast effect. Because he has a different gun, he has a blast effect for that sits on there. And then you have a wide array of little hands. So he has a closed fist, left and right set. Then he has a left fist holding. Then he's got a pointing. And then this hand. And the reason why I say that is the reason why he has a lot of hands, as you can see, you have to take his hand off for this to fit in there. Now, it doesn't fit the greatest. It kind of squeezes on and is very loose. But if you pose him right, it doesn't really cause a problem. But he does look very good. I do like the kind of cell shading, and the ice looks very much like the cartoons. This has been the complete collection of NECA's Defenders of the Earth. Do you own any of these? Did you watch the cartoon? Let me know in the comments down below. I've been Cypher Sigma Toys, and I shall see you in the next one.